Hey guys, so I'm back with my conditioner in my hair with my high bun, multitasking again. So I just did one video with my sock buddy update, and I wanted to do another one, and this is basically an update of my cycles. So today was day 8, tonight was the 8th day of my stimming, but when I went for my monitoring this morning, I had only had 7 days of stimming at that point because it was early morning. So just to give you like a brief update of what happened. So when I first started, I think my third day of monitoring or 4th day of monitoring, basically when I went into the office, I had, I think, a total of 17 follicles. They were still really tiny because it was the beginning, but they could actually count 17. So just going in after that for, I think I had 2 other checkups since then, monitoring visits, or 3, 2 or 3. 3 probably. I think today may have been 4, the 4th one. So anyway, I can look on the screen and I can see that the follicles weren't that big, and my doctor, she said that everything was fine and she didn't see anything, but you know, I just didn't really get from her the response that like I was looking for, so I could kind of tell that it was like an issue there with the follicles. Like my estrogen level, they always say, oh, that's great, it's fine, it's right where we want it to be, but they never really said too much about the follicles. So I started to get a little worried. So today when I went in, I started to ask a lot of questions, and I could see her sizing them and measuring them on the screen. So I just asked. So it looks as if I only have about 6 that are actually above 10, which is not good and which is not what we obviously hope for. So especially since prior to starting, I had a lot of follicles. Like when they just first checked, like my initial visit, when before starting any of this, when they just wanted to see how many follicles I had a lot. And even in the beginning, when I first started stimming, I had 17. So the follicles were there and are there, but all of them aren't growing. So I think, in my opinion, that I don't think that they upped my doses as quickly and as much as maybe they should have. And I can understand they want to play it safe, because for my own health and my own safety, it's best to start off at a lower dose just to see how your body reacts to it. And I totally get that, and I totally agree with that. But I was on that little small dosage for a while. I think I started off with 150 of Follistim and 1 vial of Minipure. That was what I started off with, and I think I stayed with that dosage for the first 5 days, and then for 2 days I did 1.5 vials of Minipure, and then I did 1 vial of Minipure. I'm sorry, 2 vials, and now today on day 8 they bumped it up to 3 because they really want to get those follicles going. Which is cool. Look, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not even going to act like I am or like I have the knowledge, but my follicles aren't growing as much as they would like. So, but they are there. So I don't know how that's going to work. Like I said, today on day 8, I started the citricide or whatever, the medication, the injection that is to help me not ovulate. So I started that tonight, and out from here on out, I would take it every morning. So I have to take it again in the morning. And I was running out of meds. Like, I got scared. Like, this is my last box of Minipure. I opened it. It's a complete box. And then I think I had 2 vials of Minipure from my other box left. This is just the sodium chloride up here. So this is the Minipure. So I got real scared. Like, oh my gosh. So basically, let me see, 5, 6, 7. Basically, I have 7 vials of Minipure. And I believe I need, let me see. So I need a dose for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I need 9. I don't even have 9 vials of this stuff. So that scared the mess out of me. So I called my pharmacy, which is a mail-in pharmacy, and they're supposed to send me some more and hopefully have it here by Saturday. They said that they would, so I'm just hoping, because I'm going to be in trouble if they don't have it here. Yeah, see, I only have enough for 2 days. I only have a 2-day supply, and oh my gosh, I don't know why I thought I had a 3-day supply, but I don't. So I'm gonna be in a big trouble. Oh my gosh, that will give me a heart attack if I just run out of medication. I'm gonna be going crazy trying to find 2 vials of Minipure. Oh my gosh, I can see it now. But anyway, at any rate, so that's what's going on with me. I have to go back. Today is Thursday. It's Thursday night. I have to go back to the doctor's on Saturday morning. So I'm hoping from now to Saturday, with them bumping up my meds, that my follicles really just start just to growing in there, because I mean, they're more concerned with quality over quantity, and I get it. I totally get it. But I mean, you still want to have a nice amount of follicles, you know, because that's stressing. Like, that's stressful. Like, I would hate to go into egg retrieval with 3 follicles. Like, that would just be like so devastating. And it doesn't mean anything, because 3 follicles could bring you 3 beautiful babies. But you know, it's not what we want. So that's what's going on with that. I also had to order more follicles because I didn't have enough once they upped my doses. And I'm not sure why. It seemed like I had plenty of meds, but apparently I didn't. That's dangerous, because I don't think a lot of people know. I'm just lucky. Like, luckily, I'm blessed that I could just call up my pharmacy and hopefully they can just send me meds overnight. And as far as payment is concerned, I don't even have to pay for any more meds, because I reached my out-of-pocket maximum as far as medication is concerned. So they're all covered at 100% now, which is a blessing. But everybody doesn't have that. And, you know, I think before you start your cycle, they should make sure that you're absolutely covered, you know, in case they do have to go up and on your meds. You don't want to be stuck. Like, look, I'm running out of everything. My table, which you guys can't see now, thank God, because it's still a mess. It was completely covered with medication. Now it's just like a bag of syringes that's almost gone, a bag of this. This is like, everything is just like dwindling away. So, I mean, and I not one time did my doctor's office ask me how my supply was going, and do I have enough to, you know, or they're not keeping track of it either. So it's just like, you have to really, really be careful with that, because you don't want to be in a situation where they up your meds and you don't have enough, and you don't know where you're going to get the money for the meds, or you got to go through this or go through that. Like, they didn't say, hey, do you need me to, I mean, it's just whatever. So that's that. And that's just what's going on with me. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm praying more than anything. I'm praying to God that, God, please let my little folly sprout and grow, because I need some eggs in there so they can give me some beautiful babies. But other than that, as far as my mood and how I'm feeling for my day 8 of stimming, I feel okay. My stomach is still very, very bloated. Oh my gosh, it's huge. If you see my injection video and you see how fat my stomach is, it's like, oh my gosh, I wish I could show you guys. Look, let me show you. I'm just going to go ahead and just take one for the team and show you. Look at this. Look. This is... Look, I can do like little puppets with it. My stomach, do you see that? It's terrible. Oh my gosh. But they say it's going to go away. It's just from the medication, the bloating. It is terrible. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't get dressed. Everything looks a mess because I got this big old stomach sticking out. And if I was pregnant, it would be fine, because it would be a reason why it's so fat. And it is still a reason now, but it's just fat. And people don't know why it's so fat, because I don't tell them I'm getting a bunch of injections just blowing me up. But my face is fat. My boobs are huge. They're not sore, but they are like huge. I'm like a little chunky monkey right now. So that's one symptom that I'm facing on day 8. Another one is just moody, of course. That's like PMS times 20. I did fine for the first maybe 5 to 6 days. Then it just started to just go downhill a little bit. Today I had a very bad day. Very, very, very bad. I was crying for no... That's why my eyes are like kind of puffy. I don't even know why I was crying. My husband was like, what is wrong with you? I'm just like, I don't know. I was just... One thing happened, like the the information about the low follicles did upset me, but then it was like, okay, that happened, and I still was upset, and I was still crying, and I just was like, I was an emotional wreck all day long. I'm telling you, my eyes are like swollen shut. It's just like a mess. I was just like so emotional. I did feel better as the day went on because my husband got me a cheesesteak and some steak fries, and my doctor called, and I was able to get some things accomplished. So I did start to feel better, but I was a total wreck. I really was. So be prepared for meltdowns. I don't know. Some people don't get them. Some people do fine. But if you're like me, I get really bad PMS regularly. Like when it's time for my period to come on, I'm like a mess. I'm mean sometimes, grouchy. Like I always know when my period is getting ready to come on because I'm just like on 10 with everything. So I kind of feared this happening because of that. Some people don't have PMS at all, and they probably do really well or okay with the injections and all the hormones. But today just was not a good day. My energy is very low. I thought like I took off work for this whole thing. So I thought like, okay, good. I'm going to get some stuff done around the house. I'm going to do this. No. I did wash clothes yesterday. That's it. Like I mean, I did clean and do a little vacuuming, but like not really what I wanted to do, being still I'm off work for almost 2 weeks. But I don't have the energy to do it, and it's just like I'm drained. I'm kind of like down a little bit. Like I'm happy, but then I'm down. I don't know. So hopefully that once this is all over and after the egg retrieval, I'll feel better. But right now I just feel like crap a little bit. So that is all that is going on with me. That's it. So thank you guys for watching, and please stay tuned for my next update, which will probably be Saturday, and I'll let you know if my little follicles are growing or not and what's the plan. So thank you again for watching. If you have any advice for me, if you have any tips for the bloating, for just anything, if you have any information, any links to any videos, anything that about the follicles, about the bloating, about the PMS times 20, whatever, please post it down and comment or whatever. Just, I'll take anything right about now. Day 8 down. Now moving on to day 9. Bye.